I'm starting presenting Danza Duende Italia, Danza Duende in Italy, and we will do it together, Ileana and I. I just wanted to introduce the subject because I started it and there was a time where I was alone, and so I can share what helped me at that time, and I think it can be useful. Danza Duende Italia is very much based on Oriental dance, because I was at that time still an Oriental dancer, and I used to have classes, a lot of students at that time. I was lucky, and my environment was that one. So everything started by that point. I knew Yuma since when I was in Lisbon 10 years before. I was in Lisbon, and I had Yuma as the first teacher of Oriental dance. So I knew her because of that, because of Oriental dance. And 10 years later, I found out she had started Danza Duende project, and it was very interesting. My motivation was at that time that I wanted to bring something new in Italy, and so that's why everything started. I started to get formed in Danza Duende first, and organize at the same time organizing workshop in Italy. But I could do that because I had a room, and I had students, and there was a previous structure I could use to start with the project. So it's a bit like if the Danza Duende project in Italy was grown a bit with me at the same time, and getting more and more deep as my personal path was going in deeper and deeper. I don't want to tell the story because I told it in the video, but it was just to say how it started. It's just how it started, and it's quite interesting because Laura just said in Spain there is not more a net, and at that time I was going to have workshop in Spain, and I found it was wonderful the way the dancers there were working with each other, and it really inspired me to do the same in Italy, and that's why when Yuma proposed to organize a workshop in Rome, I found it was a very good idea, because my wish was that we could do in Italy, as in Spain, have a network of people working together, working in this way. At that time, everybody said it was crazy to go to Rome, because I had no students in Rome directly, me, and I was not known in Rome, so I could not really do something for the success of that workshop. And the organizer, a friend of mine, Isabel De Lorenzo, was not really involved in the project. Economically, there was not enough people to make it successful at the beginning, but I didn't know why. I really strongly wanted that, a community of dancers working together in a different way, and of course there was a part of my ego, lot of my ego wanting to imperialism. But I don't know why. The two things work together, and I was really happy because Anastasia came to that workshop. So I'm really happy. I was brave that time. I didn't listen to the rational part of me, and maybe for the wrong reason I did the right things. And so that's how Rome came to join Danza Duende Italia. And I was working as an oriental dancer with Francesca, and she's based in Varese. She's a dancer and she will talk about her school later. And she was kind of obliged to do that at the beginning, but after it was more or less her choice. And she went into Danza Duende work and many other paths with me, and she started to organize classes in Varese, so Rome, Varese, and in Milan 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 3 years ago already. Sabrina was working with me in Metissarte, the school I opened, and the school where I work with Victoria also, and she was working with me, and she decided to open. She had the possibility to open another studio in another part of the city. So we are 2 schools in Milan, and Sabrina will talk about Spazio Aries. So we have different realities, and it is not easy. At the same time, it's a great possibility. It's a bit what I dreamt about, and now I have it. The game is there, and sometimes it's full of possibilities. Sometimes it's full of problems. As Yuma said yesterday, it's a dance, and it's a part of the dance of life. So I asked Ileana, please, please, find a way to organize all this, because I very often have the idea, then I don't know how to deal with the idea becoming reality. And so now I ask Ileana to talk about how it has been developed, Danza Duende Italia.
Okay, when I joined Danza Duende, I decided to share this experience with other people, and when Alessandra asked me to organize this network, I accepted for 2 reasons. The first one is that one of my best skills is organization, and so I can use this for Danza Duende, not only dance, but all of my skills. And the second one is that my first job is not to teach. So let me say, in a way, I am quite out of all the organization, the association, even if I am part of it. But when I am the coordinator of Danza Duende, I am quite distant from everybody. So I think this is an important point of view in order to let that all the energies and all the workshop could go well all together. The first thing that we have done at the beginning, it was just like Metissart, because the other reality are not so present, but now we will do with all the reality. It's Porta Aperta al Duende. That was a weekend with international teacher. The first one was just with Yuma, Carolina and Monica. Then the second one with Amazonas, and the third one became Isabel, Marga, and so on. And this for us is a way to show to the student of all the school that usually does weekly or monthly workshop with the teacher, that there is an international network with international teacher, and also to have the possibility to know other, to have other kind of experience. Also, Negra and Cristina came, and after 2 or 3 years, we established that after this weekend or before, we have also an intensive week with Yuma every year. And this was very, very important for all our students. They want this week every year, and because it's a way to go in Danza Duende, respect the usually work during the class. Unfortunately, this year it will not possible to have this week, but we hope that next year we will have again, because for us it's very, very, very important. Also for to give our students a very strong sense of Danza Duende.
But we are going to the weekend.
Yes, but it's just a weekend. We used to have a
Yes,
weekend.
but tell this because
Okay, this year we have the weekend next weekend, so 9.
no,
9 and
I'm talking about March.
Ah, ok.
Sto dicendo che non c'è la settimana con Yuma, ma
Yeah, yes.
abbiamo
Però-
approfittato per fare altro, che è più
Ah, no,
team
yeah.
Danza Duende Italia.
Okay.
Ah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you. And so this year we have again our Porta Aperta al Duende, and this year it will be with all of Italian team. All of us are involved. We will do 5 season and level 0, sorry, and we will do for the first time all Italian team together, and I think this is very, very important for all of us. It will be March on 12 and 13, so if you want to join us, we are very happy. Okay.
12 and 13.
And 13 March.
Then, as a coordinator of Danza Duende, I have the ownership of Danza Duende Italia Facebook page. So we have more or less periodic meeting, but now we have a chat that it works very well, and we decided which events we have in Milan, in each school, in Varese and in Rome. We plan all the events, and we try to make advertising of the event without eating
Sovrapposition.
one and the other. And then every school takes the events of the other reality and use like an amplification in order to reach more and more people. And so I think that this could be a very useful at the moment way of working all together, because every reality has its own identity, but can be supported by the other. And then also the teacher used to go to the other, or we hope, because sometimes it's not possible because the event is not goes well, but go to the other reality in order to have a change of skill, of energies, and so on. Then we had in Italy 3 dance company of Danza Duende. The first one was Ondachini, that is a company of Free Duende since 2011. And then we have 2 gypsy company, one in Roma,
It's 15 minutes.
okay, Zigana Clan, but later I think Anastasia speak about there. And the one in Milan, that's Gypsy Monday, the company of Victoria.
Please say the name again of your...
Zigana Clan and Gypsy Monday.
At the moment, Duende in Italy is based on Oriental Duende, Gypsy Duende and Free Duende. We at the moment don't have any other kind of art.
Can you say that again, please?
We have just Oriental Duende, Gypsy Duende and Free Duende. Not other kind of art at the moment.
And danza
But
duende
danza
also.
duende,
And danza
you
duende.
Yes, a dance of
In, Victoria. Yes. But it's recent because we are danza duende teachers.
Yes, you did level 1.
Yeah, yes. And
No. Right.
this is mostly because we are all dancers and most of us Oriental dancer and Victoria Gypsy Duende professional dancer. In Danza Duende Italia I talked about the structure because a good point is that we do have structure, legal structure. Metisart has a structure and Anastasia, no, maybe not. You have an association?
Not legal.
Not legal. And Spazio Arias is an association, and Danza is an association, but there are dancers also part of this association. Georgia is giving, is working in Metisart and is giving Oriental Duende and Free Duende, and Victoria, of course, she's not really Italian, and she's between Spain and Italy still. She's still working sometimes in Spain.
Actually, in the Spanish, we should have talking about...
Yes, and she does have an association in Spain. It's important.
So it's nice
Bailanova.
just to notice that we didn't notice.
But because
Even
she's
if
now
it's-
in Italy,
yeah.
but she still has a house there. We organize things, and there is an association called Bailanova.
Yes, and your level, the Italian
Level
level
one
1 was done in Spain.
It was done there. Yes. And so. And Francesca and I, it's nice to say, we prepared a show performance for Danza Duende called L'Educazione del Guerriero, the Warrior's Education, and we will do it for the first time in public in March, and
The weekend.
during the weekend Porta Aperta al Duende. And it's
1 minute 40.
qualcos'altro? Many yes, we did many as we are dancers, performers, we performed different I don't know how to say in English, shows, dances, with the Danza Duende preparation and corpo a corpo. It was the first really Oriental Duende was corpo a corpo, and we prepared this with Victoria, and they all danced in this show. Corpo a corpo, Sensation Seeker.
That we do it again in Serpa.
In Serpa, we did it in Serpa. Interno Mare for the Ondatini. Interno Mare.
Interno mare.
Yes, and we have now just performed Dakini. Dakini is our development of humans program Dakini, and it's also called. It has different names because different inspiration, but. One time we performed that as the perfume, the rose perfume, and this time, a few days ago, we performed that as farfalle sullo stomaco, butterfly on the
Stomach.
on the stomach.
Stomach.
And we did it with a writer called Rossella Calabrò. She's a famous writer in Italy.
Time is
Okay. I just finished and it was about her book on anorexia and bulimia. And her book is a lot about making friends with yourself and how to you go out from that. There are good inspiration, and it has a lot to do with the show we prepared. So we put the things together and prepared this show.
And we have videos.
Yeah, we have video of everything.
Okay.